Hello everyone, this is the live demo for PacePlay, an Arduino device that is your jogging assistant. PacePlay will attempt to play music that matches your jogging or running pace. It communicates via Bluetooth to any Bluetooth capable device which stores a music library. It sends over the pace value that it calculates in BPM, determined based on how frequently you step with the device. And the Bluetooth capable device uses software to play music that closely resembles this value. Now we have three things in front of me, which are the PacePlay Arduino device right here. Its components are an accelerometer, a Bluetooth module, an LCD device, and of course the Arduino. Here we have the Bluetooth capable device that is currently running a program that communicates with this device right here once connected. And we have a battery pack which will connect to the Arduino, but ideally you could operate this device using any sort of power, including connecting to your own PC or a 9-volt battery included with this kit. Now, I'll go ahead and power the device. This is simply done by plugging it in, and it should start up immediately after I plug it in. So, we've plugged it in, and on the LCD display, it is currently displaying the BPM. Now, it only has garbage values at the moment, and the way this value is calculated is it takes the last 15 intervals detected on the accelerometer and averages these out in order to determine a BPM. The calculations for this are pretty simple. An interval is simply the length of time between a right movement and a left movement. This interval is given in milliseconds based on the Arduino, and taking 60,000 milliseconds, which is 1 minute, and dividing it by this value gets you your BPM. So currently this Arduino is set up to calculate these steps based on taking the Y direction of the accelerometer, which happens to be a side-to-side movement on the accelerometer right here. So you'll see every single time I move this side to side, the BPM counter should update. Now, as you can see with the Bluetooth module right here, which is this red blinking light at the moment, it's currently blinking rapidly. That is because it is not paired with any device. Here we go to the application that I currently have, and I just so happen to know that this Bluetooth device is communicating on the port COM10. So we'll go ahead and hit connect. And as soon as the application turns green on the computer, the rapid blinking stops on the device, and that is how you know that these two are currently connected. Now, I currently have a song list right here, so we're going to attempt to match the 106 BPM, which happens to correspond to the song Troublemaker by Ollie Murs. So I'll go ahead and open up a window right here, get a metronome, and we can set it to 106. Some advertisements about metronomes. Go ahead and set it to 106 BPM. Like that. So currently on the computer, it's playing a 106 BPM. Now, while I try to set this up, let me talk about how the computer is matching the songs to the BPM it receives. We might actually not get Troublemaker, and that's because the computer will match songs based on both their original song tempo as well as the double tempo, which is twice the BPM, and the half tempo, which is half. That's because when you're running with these songs, Naturally, the steps will still correspond with beats even when on double or half tempo, and thus these songs will still match. So I'm getting very close to 106 BPM right here, and as you can see, we're at 106.38, and I can keep on moving it, and it'll stay around this value because it's around 106. So the way that values are sent from this device to my computer is there's actually a little hidden button on here that will send it to the computer. So right now it is a current value of 106.67 BPM. I press the button here. And it actually matches it. So 106.67 BPM. And I'll pause the metronome and play it again on the beat. You see, the metronome actually matches the tempo of the song, and that's because, of course, Troublemaker is a 106 BPM song, and that's the value that was calculated on our Arduino. Now, I'll go ahead and restart this application because I didn't code a way to actually stop it, but let me go ahead and restart this application. And just to prove that this application actually works and the Arduino, and this is an entire setup right here, I'll go ahead and get a random number between our lowest value song, which I believe is around 80, and our highest, which is 170. And I'll get a random number between those two. So let me go ahead and search RNG. I'll set the lowest to 80, and our highest to 170. 168. So we're going to attempt to match a 168 tempo right here. So I'll go ahead and play the metronome. This is the number we have to match, so let's go ahead and do it. And as you can see, it is taking a bit of time in order to get it, and that's because, again, we're averaging the last 15 outputs. And there was a really long interval between our two last inputs. So as you can see, we're around 168, 169. So we got 166. Let's go ahead and play it. And as you can see, we didn't actually get the 170 song, and that's because our software indicated that we have a closer match to High Hopes right here, which has an 82 BPM and the double tempo of 164. So this is actually intended behavior in this case. And even if it's a bit off, naturally, we will readjust our stepping pace in order to match the song that's currently playing. So yeah, this was PacePlay, the Arduino device that is your jogging assistant and plays music that matches your jogging or running pace. Thank you for watching.